What's up, y'all? It's Matt with Family Tradition Farms. We got the corn shirt on today, so you know what that means. We're planting sunflowers. Actually, we're going to get to the corn, but first we've got a couple patches of sunflowers we plant every year. One is our farms, where people are welcome to come from the public, take pictures, cut some flowers, enjoy the scenery. And then we've got a couple private patches we plant for other people. After we get that done, we're hopefully going to get a round of sweet corn put in. And if it plants well enough, we're going to go ahead and put our first round of field corn in. So stick around, guys. It's going to be a productive day. First thing we got to do is we got to take our soybean meters off and get our finger meters put on. We did plant a field of soybeans already this year. That's why the brush meters are on. The finger meters actually do a really good job of planting the sunflowers. And then obviously we have to use those for the corn and the sweet corn. Milwaukee battery ratchet makes this very fast. Don't have to get them real tight, it's just plastic. Now this will be the first time we've planted with 4430 this year. We blew a hydraulic fitting when we were going to the field to plant the first time. So hopefully everything goes smoothly this go around. Well, this time of year it's always a good idea to check for birds' nests. And as you can see, we've got one. And a snake skin. Hopefully he's gone elsewhere by now. But I noticed there was bird crap all over the tractor and up here onto the engine. Well, they built a big old bird's nest, so we gotta get that pulled out. I have seen several tractors burn because of bird's nests, including some brand new ones on dealership lots. So always check for bird's nests, especially this time of year. Those little suckers will put them anywhere. Well, I guess we're gonna go ahead and wash the hood a little bit before we take off. That's just terrible. Can't look at that while we're farming. So we got all the chains oiled. I do that with the boxes off. It's a heck of a lot easier to get to these individual row unit drive chains. Went through, got those all oiled, got our population set for the sweet corn and the sunflowers. Again, oiled those chains. Just kind of do a quick once over, make sure nothing looks crazy out of whack. Kind of check bushings, make sure nothing looks crazy out of place and everything looks pretty good. So we're gonna throw the boxes on and should be heading to the field. When I'm planting small volumes, I use these seed box inserts. Basically, it just squishes down into the box, and like you can see on this one, it takes away that flatness. So that way, because we don't have a whole lot of seed in here, the seed can flow down, get into the actual meter without having to fill the box all the way up. There we go. Sunflowers are loaded up. Like I said, it's not a whole lot. It doesn't take a lot to do these patches. You can see there's two different colors. That's from two different bags. We just combined them. The reds are a little bit bigger than the greens. That's just how they grade them. The reds are number 2. The greens are number 3. They're the same seed, just a little different size. So we're gonna throw some lids on and head on down the road. Oh yeah, that's better. All right. Got the hood cleaned off, so that's a heck of a lot better. We're gonna go ahead and head down the road, head to the first patch, and put some sunflowers in the ground. I keep one liquid fertilizer tank on the planter. It just adds extra weight to the frame. These planters are notoriously light, especially in no-till conditions. So our insecticide boxes are filled with gravel and tools. And then that adds weight to the row units. Then we fill up the tank with water, and that adds weight to the frame itself. Keeps the contact drive wheels on the ground. So that's really what we have to do for no-till, and especially no-tilling into these thick cover crops like we do. We got to have as much weight as possible. All right, we got our big sunflower patch done. We got the first private patch done. We're on our way to the second private patch, a little bit bigger. Then we're going to do patch around Well, this is probably my least favorite part about farming this new property. We got an old pipe bridge to go across. It fits. The guy before me, he brought a lot bigger equipment across there, but it's still pretty nerve-wracking nonetheless. This bridge is just made out of old oil well pipe. Several I-beams running along. And we just got the oil pipe. It's alright. It's only a little ways down there. There's the sweet corn patch. Alright, there we go. Putting in the sweet corn. I had to get my sidekick. Make sure I'm doing it right. This is the second planting. We're actually putting out 3 different varieties here. The main one for this year, one from last year. I had some seed left over from 2 years ago. So I just want to put them all out, see which one does the best, see which one all the customers like the best. And that'll help determine what we purchase for next year. So we don't have too much farther to go on this pass. It's a very long, narrow plot this year. But I'm really excited to see what this sweet corn does. Got our seed boxes filled up. Forgot to show you earlier, but we put in Seed Plus graphite on these boxes. It's a graphite for the lubricant, and it also has micronutrients in it. Seed Plus graphite Verdesian solution. This is pretty much just a hodgepodge of a bunch of different corns we had left over from a couple years. We're just gonna plant it. Doesn't mean no good to just leave it in the bag, so we're gonna change population and head back to the field. All right, so we have the precision finger pickup meters on these. So based off of how many pounds make up an 80,000 pound or an 80,000 seed bag, that tells us how to set our brush. So we're about 48 pounds and the seeds are round. So of 80,000 seeds, 48 pounds, round seed, we need to go to setting 3. So underneath here, there's a little turn knob, that little silver knob. We're just gonna turn it to 3 and then we should be good. Should reduce our doubles. Well, we were doing good. Generally not a good idea to leave the planter in the field while you're going away from it. But we're broke down. Had to get the old 806 out, drag this old girl back to the shop again. Blew that dadgum fitting. I'm wondering if there's a valve back pressuring somewhere. I've replaced it twice. I think it's time to call in somebody else. This is just embarrassing. Just getting drugged back to the shop. We're almost there. Bye, green tractor. Lightning fast switch over. I'm talking, that took us about 15 minutes from the time we unhooked the tractor, got it drugged down to the shop, grabbed the 806, got back down here, hooked back up. I'm ready to plant some freaking corn, guys. Check this out! Holy cow! It might have been a duck. I don't even know where it went. Okay, we're gonna plan around that. Alright, well, I marked it. Luckily, it's right there at the end row, so as I'm coming back through, I'll just kind of dip wide around it. It'll look funny whenever the corn comes up, but I mean, you're looking at 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. There's like a baker's dozen eggs in here. I can't run over those. But he uses GPS to plant, which makes it very nice to just follow his corn rows, split them, and I have some pretty straight rows out here. I'm not gonna lie, my tree PS is it's pretty well dialed in. Finish it with the old farmall 806. I don't know what we're gonna do with the 4430. Gotta figure out why we keep blowing that fitting. It's over pressuring somewhere. I've checked pressure on the SCVs. The pump's not overproducing, so there's something that's not allowing the fluid to bypass. So she's just parked outside. She's just gonna sit outside. I got a couple mechanics that I'm gonna call, see if maybe they got any ideas. Maybe they can come take a look at it, see if there's something I'm missing. Anyways, we got the yellow corn done. That's it for yellow corn 2025. We still have a couple fields of white corn to do, which also includes our white corn test plot and our real big field of soybeans, which includes a very large soybean test plot. I'm talking like 20 plus varieties of soybeans. Anyways, guys, I appreciate you hanging out with me. If you haven't already, go ahead and like that video, hit the subscribe button, and hit that little bell. That way you get notified every time I drop a new video. Appreciate you hanging out with me, guys. Thanks, and y'all have a good one.